We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Two and a throw right away. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and in. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get two or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get two or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He connects with Hyatt. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of play it into their hands. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 25-yard line.
And that'll fall incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen here to Tolbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16, a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes rolling to his right. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The Cowboys at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Patrick going to change the play. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go! Make the team work! Hey, we gotta get this done! Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win! It's about time, fellas! Come on, guys! Yellow!
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Let's go! Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday!
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips? Gain leverage. And
he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Moody good with an extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
they'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Third and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run on first down. Tolbert. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Tolbert shoves him aside. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Now a give right side. Tolbert. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, Ripley.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with an extra point. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Play action. Now it's Tua sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Yellow. Hey, color.
Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. Still going. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with an extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. On the draw, this is Barkley. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Next to score, Cowboys 38, Giants 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got a full-head steam. And finally brought down at the 38. 36 yards on the play.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mahomes now to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Miller, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team.